Alright, yeah. Let's see. See what's in the energy. Happy Thanksgiving. Ooh, 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 ooh. Spirit guides, sisters, Holy Spirit. Speak to me, through me. Tell us what we need to know, please and thank you. Let's see what's in the energy. I want to read. I want to read Gemini energy. I don't know why. That's what's calling me to read Gemini energy. Gemini and Sagittarius. Alright, let's see. What is in the energy? I think I'm going to read Gemini next. It's going to be a quick collective reading. Main male. Main male. Something going on with the main male? What about this main male? 22 could be significant. Official person. Could be somebody. Somebody with the status is what I was about to say. Could be somebody in the military. Could be somebody like somebody who's works in a justice system somewhere, or it could just be just a well-known person. But this person, it's a false person, and there is a false person here. There is a false person. I see marriage here. This could be someone's husband, someone's wife here. This could be a couple. This could be an official couple here. These people aren't, they fake. These are not real people here. Courtship. So we got courtship and marriage. All these cards fell out, y'all. We have courtship and marriage here. This could be a married couple here. Or with courtship coming out, somebody may be trying to step out here. So this could be a married couple. I don't know why I'm getting those instances where someone could be in like an open type of marriage here with this courtship. That's why it's courtship and marriage come up here. These people are fake people. These people, I feel like they plot. I'm looking at identity theft here. I didn't even shuffle these cards. But I feel like these people plot on other people. They work together to plot on other people here. And so they could probably give this image or this illusion of being one thing while they are truly another thing. That happens a lot. It happens a lot. Especially here where I am from. Well, not where I'm from, where I reside. Here in Georgia, that happens a lot. People like to pretend like they are one thing while being another thing behind closed doors. It's not a lot of people who are authentic. It's not a lot of people who are themselves, genuinely themselves, and who they are out in the real world. Most people put on a front, put on this facade, and they pretend to be a certain thing. They pretend to be what they think the public wants them to be. And behind the scenes, it's not that. I feel like that's why a lot of people are not genuinely happy with their own lives here, because they fake so much of it. They fake so much of it for the cameras. So right now what you have is a couple. The couple is fake. One party in this couple could be trying to date someone here. This courtship. Somebody may have been given permission to date someone here. Loyalty is upside down. Loyalty is backwards. These people aren't loyal. They could possibly even be thieves. This could be two thieves here who are a couple, but they steal together. Because the next three cards that fell out is concern. Someone's concerned about something. And then we have sudden wealth and great fortune. So is someone expecting to receive or about to receive? Maybe they're not expecting it, but someone here knows about it. This great fortune, this sudden wealth here, I feel like it's to one of these people here who are in this courtship. But again, this is a married couple here. And it's a false person. I feel like both of them are false. I feel like both of these people within this marriage are inauthentic. And they both steal. And somebody might be trying to enter into some type of situation, some type of courtship, some type of relationship with this person here. Because of this great fortune, this sudden wealth here. And someone here is concerned about that. Someone's concerned. They're concerned because there's something not real about this. Someone here is concerned because they could know that these people here are fake. They could know that someone's lying here. This could be someone trying to enter in a relationship with someone just to try to steal money from them. Just to get what they can get from them. Alright, so sudden wealth, there's money involved. There's definitely money involved. Somebody could even be trying to date someone, get someone to marry them for the money. So let's just say if this courtship and this marriage is the same people who were dating and then they got married, or this could be what they want to happen here. It's about money. You have a liar here, a thief here. I feel like someone, if not both of these people, are playing a role to try to gain something. Got bad health here just fell out. And it looks as if this woman's reading something while this man is laying on this bed here. Could be something about a will. Could be something about a will. Someone could have passed away and left someone something. They could have left someone this sudden wealth, this great fortune here. And these false people here done something with it. The false people here could have gotten their hands on it. Whoever this is right here, this married couple here, they got their hands on a will that was meant for someone else. This is someone trying to steal someone's will. Someone had a last will and testament. They had some things they wanted to give to someone, and you have some people here trying to make sure that someone doesn't get it. These false people here. You got a married couple here who are working to try to maybe change the name on a will, to have someone removed off a will. Something going on with the will. And I see with this identity theft, if they couldn't just remove the name off of the will, change it into what they wanted it to be changed to. Look, speaking of change, that's what's on the bottom of my deck right here, change. If they couldn't change this will to what they wanted to change it to, this is what they resorted to doing, identity theft. And so what you have here is someone stealing. Someone pretending to be someone else to gain something that was left to them in a will. This is someone who don't want someone else to have whatever it was that was left to them. So this could be family. This could be someone's family here. You may have had a parent. This looks like an older gentleman. Doesn't have to necessarily be a man. It'd be like a mother, a father, a grandfather, an uncle, a grandmother here. Someone passed and they left you in a will. And these false people here, whoever this is that's married, they've committed some kind of identity theft, possibly to keep you from getting your portion of this. And your portion could have been all of this. This could have been someone passed and left you everything here. But you're not getting anything because of these false people here. They're trying to keep you from receiving it. This false person, someone, at least one of these people, could be in the military here. So if someone has passed, we've all had people to pass away, but if you feel like you should have gotten something and you didn't get anything here, and there's a married couple that could be close to the situation. One could be in the military, or maybe a military vet. This could be a person who used to be in the military, so they could have some type of connections here. I feel like someone's getting away with stealing a will that was left to someone else. So the next card that popped out, this Four of Wands here, could be a house. A house could have been part of this will that was left, and you're not getting it. It's also a card of harmony, peace, prosperity here. Whatever was left to you in this will, you're not getting it because of these false people. They're trying to keep it from you. They're not only trying to keep it from you with this identity theft here, they're trying to steal it. This is someone who wants it for themselves, or maybe they want someone else to have it, not you. This is it's like I never understood people like that. If someone's last wishes was to give someone something that they work for, who are you to step in and say, no, it's not going to go to this person. It's going to go to who I want it to go to. That's really selfish, egotistical. That's someone I feel like with a sense of entitlement. They feel entitled to have something here that doesn't belong to them. They weren't left this, whatever it is, but they want it for themselves. They're trying to gain it through identity theft here. So these are two people here. What did I say at the beginning? Someone committing a crime here. This is a married couple who are, I have went out the way to commit some type of crime that has to do with a will. This is someone stealing from family or from someone close to them, because how else would they have access to this will? The deception here. Disappointed. Someone knows that they know what they're doing is wrong. It's not like they're not aware of the choices that they are making. They are well aware of the choices that they've made. And if they could get away with it, I feel like they would walk away and pretend as if nothing ever happened. These are people who would walk away and would be celebrating with your money while they've left you out in the cold. This is someone who would purposely want you to look crazy and make them feel as they would want to look as if they are the chosen ones, so to speak. But I'm not talking about chosen from God, the chosen ones when it comes down to receiving whatever this is. They want it to look as if they were important somehow. They could even feel as if they deserve it, or if somebody else deserved it. But you didn't. But it's not their choice. It's not their choice. They've done something illegal to try to have access to some money or a property. Could be both money and a property. But I feel like this is a house here that doesn't belong to them. Lost people, married couple, still in a will. Someone's last will and testament. They wasn't even loyal enough to the person to do what the person asked them to do. You know, it brings me to something here. Look at this. I was going to say that brings me to something I heard on the radio one day. I was driving listening to V103, and they had something on the, I think it was V103. Could have been one of the other radio stations. But I was listening to something, and the lady pretty much was telling her story. She said her husband passed away. He left her some money. He left her the house and I guess the car. He left the children something. You know, she was the parent of the children. And so she got whatever the children was left and whatever she was left. And her husband also left her mother some money. She said once everything was done, you know, she used everything. She paid for the funeral and everything. And she used all of what she was left doing things that she wanted to do. I guess upgrades to the house, buying new cars, things for the kids. She used all the money that was left to her. And now the only thing was left was for her to give the mother the money. And her thing is, now that she spent her portion of the money, she doesn't want to give the mother the money. And she was coming on the radio. She was coming on the radio to ask people's opinion, what they thought she should do. Because she didn't want to give the mother her money. She wanted to keep it for herself. And this was the wife. And that's what this reminds me of. Because what you have here is someone who they don't want you to have. This is a greedy person here. They don't want you to have what was left to you. This is someone, maybe they're used to having more than you. Maybe whatever this is, because I feel like it's a lot. Maybe whatever this is will put you in a situation where you have more than them. This person, don't it appear to be someone who's spoiled? This is someone who's used to having their way here. Someone's also wearing some type of mask. The way she has her face covered and a little mask he have on in the background. These are people out here who are pretending to be good people. They are pretending. They may be pretending to be a couple who is well off financially here. They could be pretending to be a couple who cares. Say you are the child or the grandchild of this person who passed away. They could be pretending to be someone who cares for you. When they're just wearing this mask, these are people who want to steal from you, because whatever this is not a little amount here. Great fortune and sudden wealth. This is not a little bitty piece. And then you have this Four of Wands that came out here, which I feel like is a house. So this could be money and property here. And they don't want you to have it here. They're wearing a mask. They're pretending to be something that they're not. Someone may have committed some type of identity theft here to steal what belongs to you out of this will that was left with your name on it. So that they may have someone pretending to be you in front of a lawyer, in front of a judge, pretending to be you. Maybe created accounts. They could be pretending to be you on accounts that was created for money to go to. You're not getting whatever this is, whatever you should have already, because these false people are trying to keep you from it. And then this popped out. It says failed plan. Annoyance. Somebody, they're annoyed. When I look at this card, swords could be things that are being done, things they've did to kind of backstab you here. This is someone who's trying to pick up all of these swords, all these things they may have done to you so that you would not receive this money, and they're trying to run off with it. Again, this is a false person. They're trying to run off with it as if they've done nothing here, but they left these two swords behind. And so those two swords could be like evidence that they left behind. Just two people here, a married couple, could not steal what was left on a will. It would have to be more than that included in whatever this is right here. With that courtship, it could be someone who you are dating that may have been helping these people to try to steal something from you. So it could have been someone you were married to. Could have been your ex-husband, an ex-boyfriend, another friend, another family member here. These are people working together to try to steal a will that was left to you. But this, I feel like the plan failed. It failed. They could not do what they were trying to do. Moving. What did I say? This change came out on the bottom. And it appears that someone is packing up, moving. And then I have moving here as well. So that's confirmation. Someone could be trying to move. Someone could be getting on a flight here. If they've committed some type of identity theft to try to steal from you, they could be running from consequences here, or this could be you who's about to move away from these people. You got people here working against you to steal something that belongs to you. They're working against you to take whatever was left in his will. They don't want you to have it. I feel like people like that don't deserve anything. They don't deserve even a little bit. Family. Family. This is family here. Secrets. Family secrets. The family secret is the family is working against you to make sure you don't get what was left in this will for you. They want it for themselves. Family is working together to try to steal something. Maybe they were planning on splitting it up. Because I feel like it's not a little. Could be some property. We have 2 cards came out. Sudden wealth and great fortune. Popped out at the same time. So it could be some money and some property here left to you. Emperor in reverse here. See, obstruction. What is obstruction? Immaturity here. This Emperor in reverse, this could be a father figure. Could be your father here. Could be a stepfather. Or just a father figure. They came up in reverse, whoever it is. It's not a good person here. It also says obstruction. Let's see. I think when, like, obstruction of justice is like when you're telling lies, when you lie to the justice system. That could be lying in court. That could be lying to a police officer, if I'm not mistaken. And that's what just came up. Obstruction. And embarrassment. Anxiety. Someone could be embarrassed because they've been lying in court. They've been lying to the justice system. So people who, again, they've committed some type of fraud, possibly trying to take something, trying to steal something that's yours. These people don't care about you. They're selfish. They only care about what they can get themselves. What they look like. No, I guess I can't do that. Yes, I can. Hold on 1 second. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's what obstruction is. That's what I'm getting. Obstruction of justice. Let's see. The action of obstructing or the state of being obstructed. A thing that impedes or prevents passages or progress. An obstacle or blockage. Yes, that's what that is. This is what they've been doing. This is obstruction of justice. They are preventing justice from being had when it comes to this situation because they're lying. They're lying. They're stealing. With this identity theft, they either pretending to be someone who they're not, or they have switched some documents around or something to make it look as if you are not included on something that's maybe completely yours. Not just partially yours, but completely yours. They're stopping progress here. So I don't know how long you may have had something here being held up by people who are trying to steal it. It's held up because they're trying to steal it. Obstruction of justice is the illegal act of intentionally interfering with a legal proceeding or investigation. It can include a range of actions such as evidence destroying, concealing, or tampering with evidence, witnesses intimidating, retaliating against, or influencing witness testimony, law enforcement lying or obstructing police detectives, false statements, making misleading or false statements to a grand jury or congressional committee, bribery, attempting to bribe a government official, subpoenas, persuading someone to ignore a subpoena. So any of those things would be obstructing justice here. This is what's been done. To think you rather go to jail than allow someone to receive something that was left to them. This is not coming out of your pocket. This is coming out of someone else's pocket. This is what someone else worked for. Or what they put their money towards, if this is some type of insurance here. But either way, it's not coming from these people. And they have broken the law to keep you from receiving what someone else wants to give to you. Their last will and testament was for you to have this. And these people have done everything possible to try to keep you from having what belongs to you. So, I don't know how you figure out what was left, because I don't know. I'd be trying to figure that out on my own. It's one of those cases, like I said it in some other readings. I know I was left certain things when certain person or certain people passed away. And the people who would have been responsible for making sure I got it just pretend as if nothing ever happened. You know, they have no idea what I'm talking about. You know what? You can't. People like that, you have to just do whatever it is they're gonna do. Cause karma don't miss. And so even if they got away with it, in the long run, they won't get away with it. It's karma come back and hit you in many different ways. You know, if you stole $1 million and you flipped it, you might end up broke. You know, stock market crash. This is what was on the bottom of the deck right here. Because I feel whatever it is they tried to do, whatever laws they've broken to try to keep something away from you, it didn't work. So they put in a lot of work to do something that they failed at doing. It's still coming to you. It may have taken some time to get there. And look what, I can't make it up. Look what's right up under that house. I'm telling you, I feel like a property has something to do with it. A property has something to do with it. So whatever this is coming to you anyway. They weren't even able to do what they tried to do. But imagine they have committed identity theft in the process. So just because they actually didn't get away with doing what they were trying to do doesn't mean that this hasn't already happened. And so imagine now you're facing jail time for doing something that you couldn't even accomplish doing. That's karma. That is karma. Angels hospital here. I see an Aquarius. Aquarius, the name Kiki, Chelsea. It has something to do with it. Maybe people you know. Yeah. Angels in hospital. So, that's what I have here. I'm going to go ahead and end it here. We're at 36 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and end it here. You got some family members here that was trying to keep you from receiving whatever this is in this will that was left to you. And now they could possibly be in some real trouble because they've done a lot here legally. Obstruction of justice, identity theft, maybe even forged some documents. Now they're in some real trouble, all for being greedy because they didn't want you to have what was yours. This is some people that wanted to go and splurge off your money. This is some people who felt like they deserved it more than you. And that's a real thing out there for somebody, because it's so funny, the two names that came out are two names that I know of, and at one point they were at odds over money. Same situation over money, over a will that was left to one person, and they were fighting over it because, you know, the entitlement, the sense of entitlement, the feeling that you you feel like something should have been yours instead of it going to where it went to. And so it's so funny that those two names would come out in this reading. So, yeah, maybe that's rings a bell for you. No, definitely for me it does. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to end this, and I'll be back.